Hello, everyone. We are doing a live listing working hangout. Going to get some people on here and just do some listing. I'll be moving around a lot. That's why I have this vantage point, which might change because that's the way I do it. Let's see. Let me catch that. All right. So if anyone wants to come in, I got the link right there. But how's everyone doing? See, we got 9 people in here. Probably got a lot of people from Kevin's hangout that just ended, but let me know who all is in here. Hello, Cindy. Flipping goodies. More income. Welcome. Oh, how's everybody doing? Let's see. I don't have to retype it. It's already there. Just listed these 511 tactical pants. So those in the bag. Jumping in from Kevin Live. Thank you. And thank you for subscribing to me. I appreciate that. Let's see. About to hit 450. No. I'll just keep that up. Let's see. Welcome, the Rehomer. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing some listing. Let's see what we got. I list a lot of Bibles. Not a crazy amount, I guess, comparable to everything else, but compared to some people, I list a lot of Bibles. They do pretty well for me. Miranda, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better than the Rehomer, I guess. Known first names. I'll try to remember that. Where's everyone located? I'm stationed in Goldsboro, North Carolina. If you were in the last live chat, you'll know that I'm military, I'm Air Force. But yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Where's everyone else at? Texas. What part? I was in Wichita Falls for training, and then I was, of course, in San Antonio for basic training. You're here, Iowa. I'm south of Dallas. I only went to Dallas a couple times when I was stationed in Wichita Falls. Went and saw that. Well, no, that was in Fort Worth. The big fountain you could walk down into. I forget what that's called. But yeah, I never went south of Dallas. I did go to a. No, that wasn't south. That was like, I want to say east. No, it's west of Dallas. It's Possum Kingdom Lake, the big lake, and they do like the Red Bull competition there. So that's pretty cool. Oh, thank you. Cousin was a Marine at the Pentagon. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty important job when you work at the Pentagon. Yeah, it was nice. We rented a boat, went out, did a little bit of fishing, and of course jumped off some cliffs. That was fun. Let's see. It's like there's so much writing through some of these. I'll post a link again just in case someone wants to jump in. Hello.
Yo. I thought they were all coming in.
So did I.
I thought they were all coming
I think you still got the.
Hang on, I gotta fix some shit.
All right.
Yeah, let's try that.
There we go.
All right.
Green Mountain Picker.
Yes.
So where are you from?
I'm in Vermont.
Vermont.
Way up in the sticks.
I had someone in my basic training that was a Air National Guardsman.
Yeah.
Vermont.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Well, they got the. I don't know if they reopened the Plattsburgh base or not, but that used to be pretty up and going.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I forget what base he was at.
I know they're not too far away because every once in a while they do low flybys.
Right. See, I think I got a message from somebody maybe on Facebook. Maybe that's why we're. Oh, never mind. I don't know. Maybe that was on your end.
Yeah, it was Kevin. He was trying to get the link for me. I had to go find you myself. Took me a minute to remember what your name was, and I was like, "What the fuck was it called?" I said, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" I punched in a couple different names, and then I said, I think it's Reseller King or Resell King or some fucking name. Then it came up there. It was like the third one down. I said, this has got to be it. It says live on it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there listening to you, and you're talking to yourself. So.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. It helps whenever there's a camera on, though.
I haven't been on for a while. Actually, I've kind of laid back on a lot of my eBay, and I was pretty heavy into Amazon for a while. I do all. I don't ship it in. I do all. Well, I ship it out myself. You know.
Fulfillment by merchant.
Yeah.
I haven't done any of that.
I ship it all through Amazon. I mean, I found that I was it was easier, and I was getting more sales on just I have a huge collection of vinyl.
Oh, okay.
And it was easier for me because I just put the code in and it brings it right up.
Yeah.
List it, you know. So I got about 800 on there right now, and that's not even touching what I have.
So, but you, of course, you got grandfathered in.
Oh, I've been with them forever. Yeah, I've been in there forever. So at least 10 years, anyways. So.
Yeah, I've got a decent amount of vinyl that I've got at my flea market booth, but now it's shut down because of the everything going on. So
the nasty virus. I call it the Nazi virus myself. It's killing all the old people and sick people. So that's what actually, I was watching a show the other day about that, and the Nazis took the idea for killing the old people and the sick from the progressive here in the United States in the 1930s. They had a written up plan how they wanted to take over the Democrats, the progressives, I don't know, progressives could be anybody really, but more or less leaning towards the Democrat side. And they had done some writings, some certain bunch of them, about how they were going to euthanize. What they wanted to do was gain power and euthanize the old and the sick, so it would be less strain on the economy. And they never did it because they never got into power for whatever reason. And Nazis got a hold of their writings and their philosophy, and then they did it in Germany.
Yeah,
because that's how they started out. They didn't start out killing Jews. They started out with the old people and the sick. Well, actually, started out with the sick people, the ones that had, mental illnesses or deformities and all that.
Yeah.
Cleaning those out, and then they work their way into the nursing homes, and that's how they started doing what they did.
Right, and then they were, of course, studying the like eugenics and all that, trying to, prove that there was a pure race that was superior, genetically and all that.
Right.
Their scientists were intelligent, just not human. They were.
It wasn't so much the average German they were good people, most of them,
Yeah, of course.
There was just a clan of them that were doing things behind the scenes that the average German didn't know.
Yeah. I was just talking about the scientists, like the scientists that were behind a lot of it. Like,
a lot of them didn't really want to do what they were doing. They were kind of put into a place where you either do it or we're going to kill your family.
Gotcha. Right. That's why we had, of course, the Manhattan Project, things like that. So.
Yep. So, a lot of people looked at the Germans as they were all bad, but they really weren't. There was a lot of good ones that were just there. They had to do it or they were going to be killed,
Yeah.
Or their families would have been tortured or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just that clan of a bunch of them there that murdering bastards, what they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they could do the same thing here if we're not careful.
Maybe that's what this virus is all about, huh?
Well, it makes you wonder sometimes.
It does, but
we hope it ain't that. But they're probably trying to change my views of Trump. I think maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
We don't know. That's the whole problem. We don't know. I wonder if them buggers are all coming in or what.
Yeah, I think Lobster will come in. I don't know if you've seen him. He's usually my partner in crime on these.
Oh yeah. Well, I was going to come in on Kevin's, but over here I shut the heat off over here, and actually it ain't too bad in here. I'm kind of surprised. But it's usually cool over here. It's only like 49 degrees outside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But being a Vermonter, I can sit here in 50 degrees and it doesn't even bother me. So.
Right. Yeah, my girlfriend, she lives in, her family's from Utah, up in the mountains. So
yeah.
When it comes to the cold winter sometimes, and then we experience hot summer sometimes. It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
But with her, it's like.
Well, we get the, like up there where she lives and where we live here, it gets deep cold.
Yeah. And hot where she's at. Like you're talking right up in the mountains from the desert. So it gets hot too. So
we get it. We don't really get too hot. I mean, we might have like 3 days in the summer that might be over 100,
Yeah.
But in the 90, most of the time it's between 80, 90. If it gets 90 degrees, we're all
dying.
Yeah, because we're not used to that, We got the fans going. We're huddling beside the prisoners, and you got to find a shade tree somewhere. But it's hot when we get the muggy hot too.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like it could be 80 degrees and you'd be sweating your ass off because it's so muggy,
Yeah, I do not like humidity whatsoever. I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, for 3 years, and that was the worst. That humidity was terrible. It's a tropical island. I loved it, but the humidity was just awful.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about being cold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I had backed off on a lot of my reselling and stuff. I got a lot of things going on. I'm 57. I'll be 57 in April, but I got 3 young girls. I married a woman 16 years my younger when I was 40.
Yeah.
She was 24, and we had 3 kids. I got a daughter that's 17, and he had another one that's 11, and then I got one that's 7. So I got my hands full. I live in a harem with little girls all around. Hey, cry.
Oh.
You got a friend of mine that came from West Virginia.
What part?
I don't really know. I know he's talked about it a few times when he was younger. He lived down there or was born down there or something. And I got a friend right now that's living down in North Carolina. He just moved down there. His mother's husband, his father passed away, and he went down to help his mother. He's been down with her since December, or no, before that it was November, September, something like that. He took off down there.
Yeah, what part is that?
I couldn't even tell you. I haven't talked to him much. I hadn't seen him for a long time, and for some reason, he kind of just disappeared off the internet. I tried to send him messages and this and that, and his old message thing wouldn't, he never received it, I guess. And then today, he shouted out to me, and I got a hold of him. We talked for, probably at least an hour. Yeah, he's on disability. I'm on disability too. But I turned 50 years old. I had blood clots going in my lungs, and they freaking thought I was going to die. And then had a couple heart attacks. All because of these things right here. These nasty cigarettes.
That's not a bad conclusion to come to.
No, it ain't. But when you smoke all your life, it's kind of hard to just throw them away. I
get it. I definitely get it. Never smoked myself, really, but.
Oh yeah, well you're lucky you never did. You probably lived.
Well, I have, but I never. I don't have what you would call, I guess, an addictive personality.
Yeah.
Some people.
Well, I'm kind of that way with drinking. I never was an alcoholic, but I could go drink with anybody. And it's one of those people that when I'm done drinking, I don't drink. I never drank during the day when I was working and had a job, and the only time I ever drank was on the weekends. And there he is.
Here they come.
Yeah, they're pouring in.
What's up, Green Mountain? How you doing?
Not much. I'm just, same old shit.
You look so different. You cut your hair.
Oh yeah, I hacked it right off about a week ago. I went down to the cedar.
Dude.
I went down and told the lady down at the thing. I said, "Cut this fucking thing. I've had about enough."
Are you you're still in Vermont?
Yeah. It's still same place.
Still same place?
Yeah.
Same place?
Same mother. Same woman. Same 3 kids. Actually, you probably didn't know I had 3 kids, did you? You knew I had a couple. Yeah, I had a little girl. Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter's about grown up now. She's 13. She hates me to death, and I don't know what to do sometimes with her, but sometimes she loves me. I guess she's at that stage.
Yeah, it's probably just better off to just let it be and just show her your love as much as you can. That's all you can do.
I always try to.
I went through that with my first kid, and she was a fucking little cunt there for a while. I was like, okay. She started saying bad things about
your language. You're live.
Oh no, it don't bother me, but I'm in the military.
I know you're live.
Yeah,
but it's not like we used. I know that, but it's not like we used to be, man, when we could say that stuff. Now, some people are monetized. They get demonetized for this crap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know how long I've been on?
How did that? Did you stop for a while too?
I stopped everything for a while. I didn't go online. I barely even went on Facebook. I didn't do any eBay. I still got all my accounts.
Yeah.
I never stopped. I never stopped paying for my accounts because I didn't want to start all over from scratch, you know.
Yeah.
So I ended up. eBay gave me. I don't know. One day I got on this. I'm gonna get back into eBay. I started selling again. So I opened up my eBay, started looking at it. They had me up there for a million. They had me set up for 10,000 listings.
Whoa.
And maxed out at a million.
Wow.
And I went,
yes, that's a good account to have, man.
I said, well,
I think I'm like somewhere in like 400,000 or 500,000. Hey, what's up, Jen? Hey, Rehomer made it over from our live earlier. He's a new guy. He kind of just followed us like the last 10 minutes that we were on the hangout earlier, Brandon.
Yeah.
He made it over here. Francie's in the chat. What's up, Lobster? How you doing, man?
Good, Kev. How are you, bud?
Pretty good. How about you?
I can't see the chat.
Living the dream, dude. Living the dream.
As always, man. You working still, or they have you home?
What's that?
Do you working still, or they have you home?
They have me home now. Yeah, effective Monday.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's this world. It's crazy right now, dude.
Well, about the other thing we can do is we can just
Yeah.
hunker down. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
List.
That's it.
I it's so crazy because like I've been listing so much the last couple days, and I had one say I had to give their money back because we found a huge defect on one of the suits I sold. And then today, like I was talking to my girlfriend, we've only had 2 lowball offers. So it's that time right now where they want to get a deal, or no one wants to buy right now.
Yeah, and a lot of people are scared. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm scared myself because I'm 57. And I got underlying conditions. I've had
I know. I remember.
And my wife works down the convenience store. And I'm like,
yes, because you never know what you're gonna pick up down there.
Right. I said, you need to just quit the place. You know, it's not worth it. You know, and she won't because she's assistant manager. And then my oldest daughter, she works at Subway, and I'm going, oh my god.
Yeah, it's scary, man. Rehomer, I'm so sorry. It's a she. Her name's Miranda. Hi, Miranda. She found me. She said,
I should have said that. She already introduced.
Yeah, you should have warned me, Brandon.
Yeah, I was very distracted with this Bible not for the reasons that you would think.
Probably selling. Yeah. Some Bibles go for good money. Where's Dumpster Diver? Because he's the one that sells the crap out of Bibles. I don't know where he went. Maybe he's done.
I don't know. They all acted like they were going to come in, so I was like,
Miranda, she found me through Jody. Jody's awesome.
Yep.
I love Jody. I think we all love Jody. He has everybody's wrenches. He's a moderator in everybody's channel, basically. And then hi, Thrifting Goomba. Yeah, I figured I'd stick out maybe like 5 more minutes here because I know my girlfriend wants to watch this new Mark Wahlberg movie we started watching before my show came on. Looks pretty good though. It's the one on Netflix.
Yeah. I just watched a freaky movie the other night. It was with that woman that played in the Alien.
Oh my gosh, why can't I remember her name?
Well, she was a doctor.
Married Ashton Kutcher, right?
Yeah, she was a doctor in this movie, and some guy killed her brother, and she ended up paying money to have him come to him, and then she made him into a female.
What?
And, yeah, she chopped him all up. She was some kind of a doctor, and she changed it to a transvestite to a female.
You did what?
He still had the mind.
You did what?
Oh yeah, and he freaked out because they threw him in an apartment somewhere, and he woke up and holy moly! They took everything away from him, you know. And she called him up, or she left him on tape or something, and she said, "You got to take these pills." and blah blah blah, and he went nuts. He went down. He had $25,000 that they gave him to kill her brother. He hid it in the register. He grabbed it. He took the money. Went down and got 245, and he went crazy. He cleaned them all out. Boom, boom, boom. Shot all the mob. Then went to her and went into her establishment she had hidden, and she killed all the guys. He killed all the guys, and then he shot her in the chest.
Oh,
and then he left.
So it was like an action movie, kind of sci-fi action movie, right?
Sort of, kind of, Well, in the end, he had to go in for to see a psychiatrist,
Yeah.
And she was doctor talking to another doctor, and the whole part of the movie, she was in through the whole thing. The doctor's asking her questions, and he's messing with her head, and she's messing with his head, and all this and that. Well, in the end of the movie, and she pulls her hands up, and all her fingers are missing.
Oh,
and that's where it ended.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty interesting. I don't know if I'd watch that. But
I don't know. I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I'm sure you were. Yeah, there's some movies. It starts out weird, and they just like what? I watched one the other day from like 1981 with Brooke Shields in it. So it was stuff that would never happen nowadays because it'd be too PC'd out. It was just so strange, though. It's supposed to be like a kid's movie too. It was like, what the? But again, 1981 was totally different than what it is now. So
right. 81 was away with a lot.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a romance movie, and it was. I don't know. I've been on a whole huge romance kick watching movies. So yeah, I don't know. That's just, I guess that's what I've been watching lately.
You get like that once in a while when you find a lady friend that enjoys it too.
What's your favorite out of that genre? I'm just curious.
You'll hate me. Nicholas Sparks movies.
Okay, no, I read
Nicholas Sparks movies always gets me.
Yeah, I read a lot of his books. My favorite was The Lucky One out of the books.
That was a good one. That was a good movie. I never read his books. I just liked the movie.
Yeah, the movie's good too.
Yeah, I liked that one, and then I liked there was a few. My favorite one probably is The Notebook.
It's a good movie.
I went on my first date with him back then to watch that movie in theaters. I think it was like 2000 or something like that, or 2001. It was so long ago. Crazy. Yeah, we actually went this year when we went to Charleston. We went to some of the movie theater locations, like the movie theater they go to. They stand out front and they lay down in the middle of the road. We got some pictures of that out front of there. What else did we see over there? No, that was Charleston. Yeah, because they have the pier in Charleston. The canoe scene. Is it Boone Hall? No, yeah, it was the back of. Yeah, it was Boone Hall. That was pretty cool too. Beautiful area.
Lobster's favorite romance movie is Brokeback Mountain.
I kind of figured him for that.
That's Lobster's favorite. He cries every time.
He knows it is.
As soon as they get in the tent scene, he just
hold me.
Yeah, he calls me every time.
He pretends that he's opposite of. Does he? Where'd Lobster go? There he is.
Randy's favorite movie is Magic Mike.
Oh man, don't even get me started. Wait, are you talking about one?
That makes two of us.
While eating hot dogs.
Number 2 had Matt McConaughey, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen either. Ask Brandon; he's the expert.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
She's awesome. I love Kathy.
That's all we got is lady.
I keep telling her
we're in trouble.
she's got to get on one of these. She's got to get on these lives one time.
Yeah, just once, right?
Yeah, like right now.
Exactly. Come on right now, Kathy.
There it is. There's the link.
Come on, Kathy. You can do it.
Yeah, Kathy. 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 You got it, girl. Just click that link, Kathy. Click the closet. What a shock. Kevin won on the third show. Ha ha. Yeah, it's my third one tonight. I got probably 4. What were you saying, Brandon? You got another Bible over there?
No, it's a Chinese National Geographic set, DVD set, and I can't find anything on it.
Listed high. Was that Amazon or eBay? You gonna do it?
I can't list DVDs on Amazon.
No.
I'm not grandfathered in.
So what do you have to sell it? How do you get? Because it's been so long for me, and back then we didn't have to be grandfathered or we didn't have gated. What do you?
I'm still outdated on some of that stuff.
Now you'd have to show a proof of like a wholesale buy or something like that, or
up to like so much money too.
That's crazy.
So that stuff I just put on eBay.
On eBay?
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll go for pretty good money anyways. It's Chinese National Geographic.
I'll probably
DVDs.
I'll probably sit on it for a while, but it's unique.
You never know, man.
Yeah, you never. It's like that, and then I have this. I always talk about this on random lives, and I've yet to post it. Well, these up here, I don't know if you can see on.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All these right here are old Bibles, like old. This one right here is a 1941 Bible. It's completely Chinese though, New Testament.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's worth about $250. That's what I've been able to see on Northpoint. And then this one's from.
Did you list that yet?
Huh?
Did you list them yet?
No, they've been sitting up there for about 6 months now.
And you've just been just trying to figure out when you're going to do it?
I do that with things. I have so many.
Yeah, I agree.
I have so many things.
That's cool. I like your whole setup, man.
That's like all those jackets that you got in your closet, Kevin.
Dude, did you see the size of those in my closet?
No, I know you though. I know you.
I also just did
yours back then.
I know. I just did a estate sale buyout on all their jacket clothes, and it was like 186 pieces, $1 each piece. So I'll make good money on that.
Yeah, I went to an auction, and the guy had a bunch of vinyl that was there, and I was like the first one to bid it. Well, they had them in sections. They had put up this little bunch first. Some guys had wanted it. I didn't even try to get those. They were really good albums, right?
Yeah.
But they went right up like one box for $30, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I waited, and then they had all the albums in the back, vinyl. There was like 25, 30 boxes full.
Yeah.
They went up for $10. The auctioneer was going. He went down to $10, and I put my hand up, and he said, "Sold." So I went down back. The guy says, "How many you want?" I said, "How many is there?" He goes, "I don't know, 25 anyways." He says. I said, "Okay." He said we got a counting. It was like 34 boxes.
Wow, 34 boxes.
Yeah, for $250. So now you're looking at them. I got like close to, some of them had 40 to anywhere from 45 to 30 albums in a box.
Yeah.
Right. And I got a 3/4 ton short bed, and I loaded them all in there. I had them double stacked, 2 tiers, and up like that in my truck. And I'll tell you what, I drove them all the way from Bells Falls to,
Bells. We used to call it Balls Falls.
Well,
that's what it was. Balls Falls, Vermont.
Where I was. I drove them from Brattleboro, and I didn't want to take the highway, so I took Route 5 all the way to Vermont, Springfield. I'll tell you, I had a 3/4 ton. That I had a load on. You could tell.
Springfield, Mass.
No, Vermont.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say taking that way down Mass that's a beautiful way. Like that's gorgeous. My girlfriend's.
It's pretty rough. Once you get past Brattleboro, until you get past Brattleboro, you get down into Mass a little ways, and then the road goes out. But it's rough.
We used to like to go to the Holyoke Mall. That used to be a hot spot for us to go to. And then the Yankee Candles out there.
Yeah, my wife goes there.
Yeah, because I think we talked about this before. My kid's mom's from that area out in the Brattle Bronx, I call it. And then Balls Falls, where her dad lived. Actually, her dad just passed away.
Didn't you
3
live
years ago.
Keene or something?
Yeah, I lived in Keene when I was up there with my kid's mom. Her whole family lives in Keene. I'll tell you guys in the chat, the most gorgeous place I've ever been to, with surrounded by mountains when it comes, besides Asheville, I will say that. But Keene, New Hampshire is just absolutely stunning and gorgeous.
Oh, the whole area, all of New Hampshire and Vermont, upstate New York.
Yeah, that area.
All woods and nice homes, and you know.
Yeah, and that's where they. So
our areas too, but.
Oh God, yeah. Brattleboro has some really big dumpy areas, but Keene is absolutely gorgeous. I loved living in Keene. It was such a nice, small little town. Yeah. Just so hard to find a job because there was so many college kids, and I think the biggest thing they had out there was a Walmart. You know, that was it. But our first apartment was where the original Jumanji with Robin Williams. The downtown scene area where it says Paris Shoes. We lived in that building that you see up there. That was cool to live there. That was a really nice little studio we had there. You know, it was just,
well, I met Chevy Chase or whatever his name is up here in the Sky Mountain. They were doing that movie there.
Caddy.
I don't know. He's done like 50 of them.
Oh, one of the first ones he did there.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, my God. And I never met such an asshole in all my life.
Oh, I've heard nothing but awful stories about him.
Oh, what a
him and he got Harrison.
Yeah.
Harrison
Ford, yeah.
You think he was a jerk too?
Yeah.
That's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that
another one's Will Ferrell.
Now
I heard Will Ferrell the last few years he's changed his ways.
I did meet that one that got Alzheimer's or something now or whatever. He's got the young guy that did Back in the Future there.
Oh, Michael J. Fox.
I did meet. He was pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty friendly. Yeah.
You guys had a lot of people up from that go up in that area and they vacation up in what's that, Sunapee, New Hampshire area?
They bought a few of them have houses here and there around here.
What's her name? The big one, the chick that's on the morning show. What's her name? Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
She still has a house right outside of. She used to come into Keene. We used to see her sometimes before she did The View.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them have came up here. Of course, Aerosmith. Yeah, what's his name there?
Yeah, they're up in Sunapee.
Steven Tyler had a little cottage, or weren't a little cottage, because we went up there one time to pick up a car, and the car.
I don't miss that accent. I don't miss that accent, man.
That's Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, it is. That's my area, Lowell, Mass.
And we went up there to pick a car up, and there was a note. Said the house is open. It was his house. The house is open. The keys are on the bar. Right? It was sitting on the car.
Yeah.
So it was me and my buddy. We went down there. He drove me down. I was going to drive the car back. We went in there, and what a beautiful house. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen a lot anyways, but I walked in there, and it was all this like really nice wood and everything. And it was like a step down into a living room area with big leather couches and stuff. And there was a brook that came right down through the center and went right into a pool right in the middle of the living room and went right out into a little water.
That's so like outside. 70s. That sounds like a.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
70s.
You know? We didn't hang around because it was,
like a what is that called?
There was cameras and everything. Yeah, I was more like that. But
exactly how those bachelor pads were made back in the day. I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
You just few and far between, you know. But I am gonna get off because now my girlfriend. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna get off because my girlfriend wants me to watch that Mark Wahlberg with her right now. It's 11:30. I still gotta get up early for work. Lobster.
What's up, bud?
We got to do something, man. You gotta come on my channel or whatever. Come hang out, man.
All right. All right.
Definitely. Brandon, anytime you're welcome, you know that.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, of
Thanks for
course.
coming on.
And of course. Yeah, of course, man. I'm sorry I would have stayed longer. It's just getting late. And then I think the last 3 weeks.
You're gonna watch? What'd you say? You're gonna watch Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, the new one. Spencer.
Yeah, good movie.
You saw that?
Yeah.
He just got in a fight with he just got like almost jumped with what's his name, Post Malone. So now it's and it was like it's getting really interesting. Yeah.
Did you say you're watching? Did you say you're watching Mark and Mark Uncensored?
Yes. Of course.
When you watch the end, about the last 6 minutes of the movie, you're going to see a name come across the screen and you're going to laugh.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking for it now, babe. He said 6 minutes when the movie's going to end. 6 minutes is going to be a name that comes across the screen. Then he's going to laugh.
You're going to laugh.
So 6 minutes in or 6 minutes? It was 6 minutes left of the movie.
Yeah. It's at the very end.
Definitely. At the very end.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm out. Listen, Green Mountain Picker. Anytime you want to come on my channel, you know that you're one of the OGs with us. And
I was gonna try to get hooked up with you tonight, but I don't know. I got a lot of things going on with the wife and the kid and the virus.
No, it's life, bro. It's life. And you got to keep yourself safe, man. Especially when you know I've always known you had those underlying issues, so you got to keep yourself safe right now.
I don't even leave the house. I don't have to.
You shouldn't. You need to be worried about what where your wife works and your daughter's doing. You know what I mean? Because that can back to you.
Lock the damn door and say, "Stay out."
You should. And just do, dude. You should just video it. Do YouTube all night long, all day, all night. Yeah. Don't even take a shower, man. Who cares about showers?
Wow, I need a shower. I mean, I have to have a shower with my hair, and you got my nice hair now. Keep it all.
It actually looks pretty good, man. But I do miss the old style you had, man.
With the big beard and everything.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're definitely. I'll talk to you later, Mike. Flipping goodies. Thank you, Francie. Good night, Kathy. Good night, Moore. Clay. He just realized I've seen a part of Kevin's place. Yeah, that's the small TV we have. The big TV's out in the living room. We switched it out. And yeah, little by little, you will see it all. So if you see my girlfriend's What Sold That Week videos, you'll see my daughter's room / room where we video the episodes. But seriously, thank you, Brandon, for coming on tonight. Thank you for having me on. Loopster. Yeah. I'll talk to you later, man. I will be looking though.
All right. Take care.
You too. Later, Green Mountain.
Yeah. Be good.
You too.
Right.
What are you up to, Lobster?
Preparing for doomsday.
I don't blame you.
I'm preparing for martial law too. I'm preparing.
Yeah, I gotta order another case of shells, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow and get some more 9 mils.
Yeah, well, I don't have a handgun, but I got plenty of rifles. I shoot them from long range. I got scopes on it.
And I think a handgun, a long-range rifle, and a shotgun is essential.
Oh, shotgun, definitely.
I have a slingshot.
With marbles?
I got a couple baseball bats.
I got a hockey stick and a tennis racket, but I have it on eBay, so I got to be careful when I hit somebody with them.
Yeah. Yep. Like, wise guys posted on the internet there and about get ready for the zombie apocalypse.
You think so?
You never know. It might not be the zombie apocalypse, but it's what comes out. What comes out before the zombie apocalypse. When people start getting hungry and want something to eat. Yeah. Well, the problem with canned food and stuff like that, it only lasts for about a year or two, and then it's no good. You can't eat it. you know, and 90% of it all gets all nasty in the can.
Yeah, I kind of only bought just enough to get us through. Because right now where I live, I'm sure it's everywhere, but our Walmart is empty.
Right, it's everywhere. They've all gone crazy.
Yeah,
they've all gone crazy.
Yeah, I went right before it happened. Went to the store, so we're doing okay.
We run out of toilet paper, and there ain't none on the shelf. I said I got about 20 bags of clothes out there. I said I guess we can make.
There you go.
Ass wipes or something.
You got to cut them up, use them, and wash them.
Yep.
That's what you're gonna have to do. And then
spaghetti will live forever, they say. Well, pasta stays good as long as it doesn't get into a buggy environment or something.
Yeah.
You know, but
I got 5-gallon buckets full of rice. I got 5 gallons buckets of pasta. I got some beans around here I'm looking for. Trying to just get everything in one area.
Yeah. I got a back room back here that's got certain soups and stuff in there, a bunch of rice, this, that, and the other thing. Then I got a pantry over at the other house that's right full. Can't even get in the damn thing. But that was before I had that anyways. You know, beans and canned beans.
Yeah, I've always been a prepper though.
Yeah.
I've always been prepping and preparing for the worst. I can food. I do all, and I'm a country boy living in the city.
Well, I'm a country boy living in the country.
I wish I was in your seat right now.
I live on a road that my house ain't very far from the road, but I got two big ass dogs that would bite you if you messing around. They're good dogs otherwise, but
what kind of dogs you got?
I got two big females. One's a Roddy.
Oh, there you go. Is it mixed or?
Yeah, she's a Roddy mountain dog. She's a
mountain cur.
No, Jesus, right on tip of my tongue. I know.
Starts with a P. Saint Bernard.
No, not that big.
Great Pyrenees.
No, she's like like an English mountain dog. Bernice. Bernice dog. She's mixed, and then she had a daughter. Well, she had a bunch of puppies, and I ended up keeping one, and that one's a poodle, Bernice, Roddy, and she is mean. I don't know why. She levels to me. She kisses me to death, but she goes after the mailman, all kinds of shit. I have to get after her a little bit. I had her on the collar there because she kept running up and down the road. I gave her a shot of that, and that changed her mind for a while. Didn't want to do it, but. They're pretty good sized dogs. I mean, they're like, I don't know, the female's probably about 50 anyway, 60. And the mother there. Her daughter's taller, but not as broad, you know. And the daughter is got the weirdest hair you've ever seen in your life. She's got the poodle hair, but it doesn't lay on her like a poodle. It's like big and long and wavy, and it like drags on the ground and everything. So that she makes her look like she's bigger than what she is, bro. She's a lovable dog, but she don't like people messing around. And boy, when somebody comes in this yard, all they have to do is step a foot in this yard, and they sound right off. Rah, 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 rah. They don't even have to get out of their car. They just pull in. And dogs go nuts. So that's a good protector right there. You have something like that, you know. And if I ain't got the gun right handy, I got a great big fire extinguisher right by my bed. And I'll tell you what, someone come walking through your door and you blast them with a fire extinguisher, they ain't gonna like it.
What's everybody in the chat doing?
Oh, they're kind of talking about the dogs and
Dog mullet.
yeah, a little bit. They're probably all bored with us now. They're probably laughing. Who's in? I can't see who's in here, so I can see who's in here, but not how many.
We only got 9.
We got 9.
Yeah, we got the super fans in here.
Oh, we got Val flipping goodies. What's going on, Val?
I haven't been online for a long time. I mean, I just haven't. I just been busy with other things. And I think I'm probably going to get back into it because I got to get the. I guess I need a little kick in the ass. Maybe this will do it. You know.
It's amazing how much we accumulate in such a short amount of time, you know?
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, but you know what? It's kind of worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't.
With everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, good.
I stopped selling, but I didn't stop collecting.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like with what I was saying about the Bibles. I mean, now I can sit here and list them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got so much sorting to do, it ain't even funny.
So,
I got a room in the back over there. It was a master bedroom, but there ain't no master bedding going on in there because there's just a little path to get through, and it's right up just like that on both sides. And then one side's got just nothing but books in it, one corner, and it goes almost to the ceiling. The ceilings are like almost 8 feet. And then there's stereo equipment packed in there.
I got a lot of stereo equipment.
And I got another room that's packed full of stereo equipment. I mean,
I've been thinking about stuff like that. Like, I think right now, in my opinion, things that are selling for me is food.
Right. Yeah.
Trees and things like that. I haven't really had any like vintage things come off my eBay. I haven't had any clothes.
Well, I'll bet right now for a while there ain't going to be a lot of people pulling the vintage thing for a while. They're not really going to be into that. I think they're all hunkered down for survival. No. You know, they're like, ooh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Where's this going to be? Of course, we've had too many of these zombie apocalypse movies, and they're just about sound just like what's going on right now. You know, of course it ain't gonna happen, but people don't think rationally. You know.
They do.
They lose their minds almost. You know.
Now here in California, one of the 3 hot spots, and they've already started a what is it called, a lockdown in San Francisco, and some Northern California company or counties have already started that.
All the restaurants.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
They clamped right down pretty quick here in Vermont because New York is going to get pretty good. They've got 500 cases.
Yeah, that's one of the main ones.
Yeah, so
we got in California, we got 500 cases altogether, and 60 of them are here in San Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 7 right here in Vermont. No, 12, I guess. But Vermont's kind of small, you know. It's only got like 800,000 people in it. And shit, you got cities out there that got 800,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 3 million just in our county.
Yeah. You know, so we're kind of rural, more or less,
Yeah.
But a lot of them people from New York and New Jersey and in those areas, Massachusetts, Connecticut, they all got condos up here, all the rich ones. So they're all catching the flu and bringing it all up here, So it makes you kind of wonder. They should have kind of maybe shut the waters on the states a little bit, because we got people coming up here buying shit in our grocery stores, which is the food that these people eat, in our area. We got people from New York and Massachusetts and all that coming up and going and wiping out our grocery stores. Where they're taking it, I don't know.
We got a ton of that. Here, being a border town to Mexico. We got people coming up and doing that. My mother-in-law actually, her brother came up and brought us 2 of the small packages of toilet paper from Tijuana. Because there's no goddamn toilet paper here in town. So we went to Mexico via another member of the family to get toilet paper.
Pretty sad. Yeah, I don't know where the hell this toilet paper thing came from. I mean, what? Please explain it to me. What?
I think. No, I don't know. Let's find out. Because I was under the impression with this whole cargo import export thing, we've got issues with China. I think people are on friend that a lot of it comes from that region,
right? So
there would be a shortage of supply, which I never really stopped to even think of where it's made. So now that I have some, I want to go look and see.
Well, Donald Trump was saying that we have 3 big companies that make that right here in the United States.
Yeah. And Amazon just reported, I think the day before yesterday, they actually, as a company, ran out of it on the platform.
Like that Pacific country or whatever it was, Pacific, whatever. They said that they're having a hard time keeping up with the orders. They can't make it fast enough. All that salmon and all that stuff.
Let's see.
We just happened to hit it lucky the other day. We went in and Dollar General had just barely got their toilet paper on the shelf. That night, there was fights in the parking lot for toilet paper.
You were fighting in the parking lot?
Yes. 2 women were beating the living crap out of each other for toilet paper.
Did you jump in and start fighting too?
No, I stayed right away from them. I didn't want to catch that virus. They look pretty skanky.
The Costco brand is made by Georgia Pacific. That's out of Georgia.
Yep.
That comes from Atlanta.
Yep.
The what is this? The Fiora brand, which is I think a Mexican brand.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This comes from the U.S. It's out of Anaheim, California. Oh my God.
That's where my grandpa lives.
Okay, and then this one came from Tijuana.
And we'll start the bidding at.
Yeah, right. This one is out of. Oh, this is great. This is all in.
Give me 10. About 10. Anybody gonna give me 10? Give me that.
It's out of Mexico City, Ciudad de Mexico.
So we got all kinds of suppliers right in the area.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're having that problem all over the world.
I don't know. I didn't see a problem with the water. I mean, I've always had water on the other side of that shelf right there. There's a stack of water as high as that shelf. And I always keep water because I've always prepared for some sort of water catastrophe, water being shut off or something.
I got 2 wells. One's an artesian and one's a spring well that runs gravity feed right to the house.
Nice.
So I can sit down here and fill bottles all day long.
Right? I just never understood what the deal was with the bottled water, because we have vending machines that have filters in them, and we have stores locally that will sell you tap water as it's being filtered for 25 cents to 40 cents a gallon. You know, you can go to the dollar store, the Walmart, you can get it for $1.
Yeah.
You know, people just are not thinking.
You can usually buy a case for about anywhere from $3 to $6.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And for the life of me, I can't understand. Well, the guy bought a bunch of water, and he was selling the cases of it trying to sell it on eBay or Amazon. One of them for like $30 a case.
Yeah.
Like, really? You know? They kicked some guy off there for selling. I saw it on the Facebook there. The guy was kind of complaining he got kicked off of Amazon for selling hand sanitizer. It comes in 2, 4, and 8 ounces or something like this. 3 or 4 different ones. And he was the smallest one, little 2-ounce bottle. He was asking $40 for. And then it went.
I think there's definitely going to be. What kills me with that, though, I know it's like people taking advantage of like the situation because it's a crisis, right? But they don't, like eBay and Amazon both stated that they're not going to tolerate it, which, you know, whatever, that's their sandbox. It's cool. But yet you can sell a can of tuna on Amazon for $40.
Right.
A 12-ounce can of tuna for $39.95. I mean, people buy it because maybe they can't get it, especially now. You know, it's like I would go without tuna. I would eat me some lima beans or something.
Anyways, but you know, the girls might not like it too well, but they might want to buy it. But we're kind of low income here, so my wife works at the convenience store down here, and I'm on Social Security, and I do eBay and Amazon as a part-time thing, you know. So you hit the food shelves, and food shelves always got food. I never have to worry about it. The state loads them right out. You can go get on there and get fish and noodles and everything you want. Well,
it's sad though with a lot of that. At least here in California, a lot of those food banks, they end up 40% of that food gets thrown away. It's devastating to see. Like they'll load it up.
Well, see,
we went to a food bank.
They used to be like kind of funny. You know, and then they say, oh, you can only have this much and this much and this much. Well, we have a family of 5. And the girls down there, they're older women, they know they have a family of 5. And they load us right up. They're open 2 days out of the month. You know. So a lot of us, we don't really eat, you know, but it's there. You know, if we go hungry, we got it, you know. You know, if things get bad, you might not be able to have hamburgers, but you might be able to make some pasta with some ketchup or something, you know, to get you by, you know, whatever it takes, you know.
Yeah. That's one of the things I noticed too at the stores, like all the meat counters and the meat products, but yet they left the sardines and the clams and all that stuff behind. And I'm thinking, I'm going for that. I'm going for lentils. I'm going for the frijoles. I'm going for it all because you can still get your protein through that, you know, substance. So I'm actually looking forward to it because I get time off. I might get paid. I might not get paid. I've already filed for unemployment. We'll find out. I still have eBay, still have Amazon, unless something happens with the post office. But I'm going to lose some weight on this.
Right.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm hoping to shed like 20 pounds. That's going to be awesome.
Well, I got shotguns and rifles, and if worst comes to worst, I'll put my hunting gear on and head out in the woods. You know, I'll drop a deer somewhere out here. I don't get under these circumstances.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, under these circumstances, season or not.
You know, under these circumstances, I don't care.
No, I got like my backyard. Deer come through just about every morning. So, and I know where their trail is. So I'll just sit up there in a tree.
Get a crossbow.
I'd be sitting on the fucking roof right on the ridge line, zoning in.
Yeah. Well, I get grab a crossbow.
I'd come back to the house like Tom Hanks when he built the fire. I'd be like, look what I have killed!
Fire!
Yeah, do the dance. Yeah. I mean, if I had to. If I had no other choice.
Val said spaghetti noodles with ketchup.
Either that or
noodles with ketchup.
To the neighbors and pop his cow in his yard.
Speaking of ketchup and Tom Hanks, have you guys ever seen this movie?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Can't say I haven't.
Very good movie. I haven't quite finished it. I'm on like 4 days of finally watching this because anytime I want to watch it, someone's watching the TV. But great flicks. Oh my god, great flicks.
Scary. No, Sketty. She's in the chat.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
Skull bubbles. I can't even say what.
So what are the things that you stocked up on?
We didn't really have to stock on. Meat was the biggest thing.
Probably lube.
You know, I got
like protein.
burger and chicken. You know, because that's cheap. Chicken's cheap anyway. And
did your guys' bars shut down too?
I would imagine they're gonna, because they're not really bars up here today are not really a big thing anymore. They were in the 90s, in the 2000s. Everybody used to flock to the bars. There'd be 100 people at the bar every night, you know. And over the last few years, they outlawed smoking in the bars, and everybody kind of just
it's been like that since the 90s here.
Yeah, they faded away.
Smoking a bar here.
The only time there's people in the bar if they're doing like karaoke night or something, you know.
Yeah.
And you might get 30 people come in there, you know, and 40 maybe.
Yeah, they stopped serving. They closed all the bars down, all the public gatherings. The only way fast food is drive-through only. Restaurants have to do to-go orders only.
Same here.
That's one of the jobs I lost as a prep cook. I'm not working unless it gets busy, but my last night was last night, and I made the most money in one night in tips than I've made in a long time. And it was St. Patty's with no drinking. But we had to sell the corned beef and cabbage, man. We had to get rid of it. We had tons of it, and we sold out at 6:45. So it was sad to go because it would have been a good night for me.
People are terrified. A lot of them, you know. And they should be.
Yeah.
And they should be. They should stay home. You know, they shouldn't be walking the streets and mingling and all this and that.
Well, you know what
You know
what I think? I think it's been around. It just didn't just pop up. You know?
No.
I think it just became evident recently.
Right.
If we look back at 19, 40 to 60,000 people died of the influenza.
Right.
And I think like they really probably didn't get diagnosed like maybe the recent individuals who passed away in the last couple months. But I think part of it is due to the fact that it's been here.
What is different about this is it's more publicized. It's on every friggin' news channel, every radio thing, everything newspaper, everything you pick up, it's Corona, you know. And they've made you're absolutely right. Those people, there was in 2009, 17,000 people died from the influenza. I don't ever remember them getting all shook up over it. They died, you know. It
all originated from the wet market in China in that region. So they've been doing the wet markets where they have wildlife and all kinds of animals in cages that are sharing their bacteria with one another, and the transmission from slaughter to customer, it's always been there. I mean, I think this whole thing has been ongoing for periods of time, and like you said, just now they're figuring it out.
I just saw a thing that was posted by Fox News about they had arrested a guy from China. And he was working with some professors on biological warfare shit. And they're not supposed to be. They weren't supposed to be dealing with that. But they sold some information to a gentleman who was a scientist and went to China. He never got out of the country with it. They caught him. But this happened back in November. And they haven't talked about it. They haven't. You know, you don't see it in the news. You know, something like that you would think would be a lot more interesting what the heck was going on there. And there's like about 6 people involved in it. And it was they're messing around with biological stuff, you know. And you start mixing human stuff with animal stuff, and you know how them scientists are. We got to test this.
Mhm.
Let's see what this does, you know.
Well, the good thing about it is, speaking of scientists and testing, the University of Toronto has actually discovered how to duplicate the virus, and now they have it in cultures and lab settings where they can actually dissect the biology of it and come up with the quote unquote vaccine.
Right.
So we can hopefully put a
they're already doing
a stop to it.
vaccines and
But I just think it's all coincidental.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's all coincidental that this is happening prior to an election. It's a response to the coup that they're trying to create in China. The government said, all right, you guys want to try to overthrow us? F you, we're going to sort this out right now. Or the possibility that something got a little out of hand. I just think it's been around. It just didn't show up selling Avon one day and go, hey, I'm COVID. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
You know?
right. I think there's more to it than meets the eye. Is exactly, you know, whether you're a fan of the president or you're not, it doesn't look very good, you know.
No, I don't know.
It looks almost rotten, you know, and
I just think I can hear the speech now in between the snorks. And I'm not talking bad about our commander in chief, but I can just see it now because he loves to boast about the greatness of what he has accomplished.
right.
Okay?
Well, he's done
Any
lot,
person in power, any person in power is going to do that.
Right. He's done a lot, but he is got that personality. He has
I know.
He's like the bully kid that never I like Trump, okay, and I voted for him, but he's like the bully kid that couldn't really play baseball, but that one day when they were behind 1 point and he had 2 men on and he happened to get up there and hit that home run right out of the park, you'll never hear the end of it.
Right.
You know?
That's very true. Very true.
You know,
very true.
And that's his attitude. I don't think he's a bad man. I just think he's one of those guys that if he does something and it's good, he's not going to let you forget it. He's going to keep telling you. And
I was just watching his son-in-law. What's his name? The chief of staff guy. JK, MK. Oh, what the hell is his name? JK, I think it is.
Kushner. Jared
Kushner. Yes, Jared Kushner. He's I don't know. Netflix didn't make him look very good on their documentary with his real estate. Yeah, there's a lot of bad press about that one. I was impressed by it.
It happened to do with his father more than him.
Oh yeah. But he took over. So right. All those deals that his father had made, of course. But I don't know. He just I know he got a lot. Like I said, he got a lot of bad press for that.
Yeah. Well, they've been giving him Trump, his whole family, everything. They've been pounding them guys wicked. You know. You kind of feel bad for them in a way, but some of it they deserve. You know.
Yeah.
But not all of it. You know.
I think it was funny when I was watching it. The thing that made me laugh the most is when his father did the proposal to entrap an individual to catch him and how he thought of that. And I thought, oh my God, dude, that reminds me of that CIA thing back in this, what was it, the 60s called Midnight Climax, where they hired prostitutes with LSD to bring Johns in so they could do mind control. And one of them happened to be the Unabomber. I was like, it's just weird how all that prostitution thing still keeps coming back over the years, you know.
Donald's no fool. He knows that he knows he run for office to change the direction that we were going in. Because face it, you ride around New England over here and all you see is empty buildings. Buildings that used to employ thousands of people.
Yeah, prior to this situation.
Way back when Clinton was in office.
Yeah.
You know, and Bush was in office. You got old man Bush with the country. It started back then, actually. Yeah. It started right after Bush got in and Clinton won that term. It started in right there with the whole healthcare thing. She wanted to make that healthcare mandatory back then.
Yeah.
In the 90s. And it took them until Obama got here before they could do it. 20 years, I'm opinion, 15, 20 years. You know, they had to go through young Bush, you know. And that whole war with Iraq thing was a farce anyways, right from the get-go. And Trump called him on it. He called it on him way back then. He told him, don't go in there. You're going to destabilize that whole area, and it's going to be a cluster the rest of the way.
Right.
And he was right. They didn't listen. Of course, they weren't going to listen to him anyways. You know, for the last 40 years, it's been a dynasty controlling things. You know, ever since Nixon, when they got rid of Nixon, the whole thing changed. You know, because Nixon actually was a good president. He won by a landslide his second when he was reelected. They were pissed, but they were going to impeach him anyways. Because they had the House and the Senate, and they were going to throw him out because they didn't like him. You know, it had nothing to do with this Spygate and all that crap and Watergate. It really didn't have anything to do with that. They had already had plans to get him out of there. They didn't like him. They wanted him out. And maybe he didn't do things right for the war or whatever, but you know, it was what it was. Ever since then, the country has been working slowly in decline. I grew up I was born in '63. I grew up in the '70s as a young kid, and I remember gas was 60 cents a gallon, and cigarettes were 40 cents a pack, and milk was $1 or whatever it was. You know, it was all that, but. What bothered me the most about the whole era through the 70s and the 80s and going up through was the fact that everything else got expensive, but the pay never really went up.
No.
You know, stayed stagnant. When it got to the 80s, it stayed stagnant. I made more money in the 80s. This ain't no crap, no bullshit. I made more money working when an hourly rate job back in the 80s than I did in the 2000s. I was bringing home 60 grand a year in the mid 80s. And by the time I got to the 2000s, I lucky I could get a job for 25,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know, that's how bad it was.
Well, that's when they started kind of like pushing things out anyway overseas.
Right. Oh yeah. It was. I started. See, Clinton.
Everything was about the bottom line at that point. They were doing quality control. Like I remember being in the military during the 90s, and they were really pushing that quality of life bullshit. They were trying to take us out of the rusty out Quonset huts and put us into nice smelling.
Well, they wanted to make it a service environment. They wanted service.
That's where it all started.
Sure worked for the Air Force.
Yeah, you guys had leather chaps walking around.
You guys didn't make no money.
First names.
You know, working for the Air Force. They didn't pay the military what they pay them now today.
No. They didn't. Yeah, the military now is totally different.
We're bringing home $900 a month.
Yeah,
you know,
I remember that.
And I said, "How do you live?"
I was making 9-something, almost 1,000 a month, and my ex-wife was taking about $750 of that. And I had to live in the barracks in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what it was all about?
Yeah, BS, man. Total BS.
So
we got 5 people left in here. Who's all in here? I'm curious.
Woo! They're falling asleep already.
Yeah, I guess we were probably talking them right to sleep. They had enough of our.
Hey, that's okay with me. That's what I'm notorious for. Talking all night. Keeping people, giving people a chance to fall asleep. Yeah, I was supposed to go shooting today out in the open areas, but the rain came in.
I ain't used my rifles for so long. I'm gonna have to spend about an hour on each one, oiling them all back up.
Yeah.
Not that I'll use them, but you never know. If shit gets scary.
I honestly think if it gets to the point where they start doing martial law,
I think when I get that $1,000 from Trump, I'm going to go right down and buy myself a 380. So I got something right on me.
Is that okay? So that's his solution of fixing the problem, giving everybody $1,000.
Well, the reason why they're going to do it is because a lot of people are going to be really hurting, and they're going to be some people, not all of them, are not going to be able to get into the unemployment racket right off. You know, the states are kind of messing with that. You know, they will, and they'll make it as hard as these people like you and whoever. So his thought is, okay, we're going to put $250 billion into the economy. And he doesn't want to give it. He doesn't want to give it to Walmart, and he don't want to give it to the airline industry. Not all of it, you know. He wants to make sure the American people are going to be taken care of. He wants them to have. It's not going to be enough. They've already admitted that it's probably going to go on for a couple months. They're going to give them at least 2 checks of $1,000, the adults, and if you have children, it's probably going to be $500 per child. So. I mean, I could make $3,500. I don't do a goddamn thing, but I hang on to that money, and I'll be able to buy supplies and food if there's some available, you know. And it may just cause another run where everybody buys everything up, you know, and it's going to get crazy. It really is. People are going to get shot before it's all.
So, do we have to sign up somewhere? What is this going to be done to?
I don't know. They just passed the first part of the bill. It's going in 3 phases. They took, I think it was $8 billion. They had them do
8.61 billion is what I saw.
Right, for the first section, and that's for medical. That's to get these masks, to get the machines, to get all that stuff going, so that they can do the testing. Testing's only going to. The only thing with the testing that's going to prove that the disease is out there. We already know it is. You know, I might even have it myself, but it doesn't mean. There was an article that I read about the blood type, and they said something about blood type A was a more acceptable. It didn't respond to the virus very well, and the guys that had the blood type A or AB or whatever.
The A positive and A negative. There's
one of the two.
And then there's AB. There's A positive, A negative, and then AB is the one. AB negative, I think.
And then
it doesn't work. Is that what you're saying?
It's not fighting the virus the way it should.
Oh, so you're more vulnerable.
Right.
Ooh, shit. That's not good. I'm A positive. I'm going down, baby. I'm going down.
I'm AB, I think. But who knows? I'll fight. But anyways, that's some of the stuff that came out that I'm very much in tune to what's going on.
That's good to know, though. That's good to know.
All the time, and I only got a ninth grade education, but I never stopped learning. And
well, I heard there's a lot of things that we can do as individuals too. So.
Right.
For instance, your rental or your mortgage. Here in San Diego, they just released that you're under what they call a monetarium,
right? Which
is basically a landlord cannot evict you during this time.
Exactly. I just got an email from my the people that I got on my car, you know,
the bank?
Yes, the bank, it's Ally.
Yeah.
For my car. They said they're waiving next month's payment.
Yeah. Yeah, I called my bank about one of my credit cards, and they gave me a 90-day relief. It's still collecting interest, but it's only going to take my minimum payment and basically just shove it to the end. Same with mortgages. With a forbearance, if you file a letter with a forbearance to your loan mortgage company, they basically take the principal of that or the loan amount and move it to the tail end of the loan.
To give you a break.
Give you a break during this time.
Yeah, that'll help a lot of people.
Yeah. But you can call, like here in California, the water and gas and electric, they're all on board. They're not allowing, any disconnects during this time.
Right. We got to notice through our electric company, they're going to waive the bills for a month or two.
Yeah.
Well,
that's good.
Oh yeah, they're rich anyways. They don't have to. They don't really need it.
Yeah, that's good. But if you really think about it, it's not good because at some point you're going to pay for it later on down the road.
That's right. They're going to tax on. I'll get an extra $20 a month.
Yeah, but you might as well take advantage of it because everyone else is. And
yeah, I know. I actually called the Fair Housing department today to question the eviction that we got, and they're looking into it.
The way they're talking, all right, the way Donald Trump and Mnuchin which is his right-hand financial man, they're trying to set it up so that there's not going to be a huge economical collapse, is what it is. Because right now, the stock market was 3,000. Now it's under 2,000. And that's scaring the shit out of everybody and
that's the first thing when you said the stipend was coming in at 1,000 a head or whatever it is. I'm thinking the first thing I'm going to do is take that $1,000 and we're going to eat top ramen and chicken broth. I'm taking that $1,000 and going to go buy me some stock.
Yep.
I think I'm going to buy oil.
Because oil
is at $22 a barrel right now.
Like massaging oil?
Gas was $2.90. No, petroleum. Gas was $2.99 today. I got out of my car and did a dance. I was like, oh my God, $2.99. I haven't seen $2.99 in years.
We're paying here is a lot cheaper. It's like $2.20 something.
Yeah, it was back in September when that whole Iran thing or whatever it was that supposedly bombed that Saudi Arabian.
Huh? Yours is all taxed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And all of our shit is right here. We don't get it from overseas. Right. We get it right here in the state.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of the worst countries. It's actually a country. One of the worst states to live in my opinion.
It is the worst state as far as taxes. Yeah.
Taxes go. Yeah.
Yes, it is. And second, and Vermont's not too far behind you.
No.
Stuff. No. I mean. I know over there in Washington and Oregon, they're all high in taxes. They're all high, and I don't get it because they got so many rich bastards over there live there in these great big $2 million mansions. They should be paying some pretty good tax, I would think, unless they all got tax breaks. Think about it. All the rich people are movie stars and everything all have beautiful mansions.
They come with a beautiful price though.
Yeah. Well, what it is you got a lot of people dipping into the pot, And
yeah.
Really, California should be broke up. It really should be because it's a mess over there.
Yeah.
I think Trump talked about that a couple times.
$1,000 worth of sketty.
Yeah, they just talked about the Governor Newsom just mentioned, I think at the beginning of the week, that all schools will be closed for the duration of the year until fall.
We're pretty much in the same boat here too. Yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to be.
I wonder what they're going to start tasking the military out to do eventually.
Well, we got our National Guards on standby right now.
Yeah, they're talking about martial law and
yeah.
Where are you right now?
I'm in San Diego, and he's in North Carolina.
He is?
Yeah.
Well, my buddy lives right beside you there. He lives in the trailer park right near the base.
Does Seymour Johnson?
I don't know. Him and his mother have a house down there.
Talking about the Air Force Base?
Yeah, right near the base there somewhere. Right in North Carolina, he said.
Well, it could be the Army base or the Marine Corps base.
Well, maybe it's the Army base. I don't know, but the rumors going around down there that they're gonna lock them all down there and martial law them. They're gonna try it down there where all the forces are. I don't know if the public will even go for that. There'll be some screaming.
Well, it's already one step away in San Fran. They got a curfew at the moment.
Right.
And the only time they can come out is when they need food, medical, or emergency situation.
But they're under emergency situation right now, or under emergency. The whole country's under emergency.
Val says her next upload is how she gained 500 pounds from COVID. Eating sketties.
Eating sketty.
Eating sketty.
I ate my weight in sketty, not clickbait.
Well, there's going to be some new avenues of creativity for content coming up. I assure you. I might do a video or two on how to squat.
I've been raising hell with my peeps over here on Facebook on my end. I do my little post every day in colored post every day. I got something to say. Today was what the hell was it? Oh, I'm sitting in my house barking at the cars going by, and I almost bit the mailman today. Oh, geez. Everybody went nuts, you know. Yeah. They wouldn't let me out of the house, so I couldn't bite the mailman.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, my wife been driving me fucking nuts. And I can see it in her eyes. She's concerned.
Yeah. I can feel your pain.
And I try to do my best to direct her and not be so wound up about it. But she's working as a convenience store clerk, and I don't like it. And I told her, I said, we really don't need the money that bad. Come home and I got 2 buildings full of shit. We'll just pound it on eBay. We'll make money somehow. I'll take the pictures and you do the post, and we'll just do it.
Right. Right.
A mailman comes right by here every day and picks my shit up. So,
Yeah, I might start making appointments for the postal to pick my stuff up.
Yeah, that's how I do on eBay. And then
that's kind of one of the reasons why I enjoy living where I live, because it's within walking distance for me. So, lately I've had a lot of personal issues that have affected my lifestyle. And I thought, man, I don't want to uproot and live somewhere out in the boons, because then we are only down one car. We've already had one that took a left turn and blew up on us. So it's like, I don't know. It seems like it's just a little bit easier by law just to hang out here and see how far we can push this.
Right.
Until this blows over, and then we can start looking, because it's tough right now.
You keep your doors and windows locked, because you don't know who's out there that's going to come in your house in the middle of the night. You don't.
Yeah.
Especially in a busy area. This is not quite so bad, and it's cold here, so I don't expect somebody to come walking up my road. And my dogs would let me know before they even got to the house. But I'm not the only one on the road, anyways. I got like 5 neighbors right here on the road. We're all pretty good neighbors, and pretty much basically keep an eye on each other and stuff. We hope. I hope my neighbors don't get hungry. I'd hate to have to shoot them. But the whole reality of the whole thing is that people are terrified. Karen, talk smack. I should be listening. I should be fine.
Yeah, I've got about 6 months at least to do listings. And tomorrow I was supposed to, here it is, 3 days into it already. I've done everything that I was supposed to do as far as unemployment, all my creditors. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to apply for a loan to consolidate my credit cards, because I think that's what's hurting me right now with the debt ratio. So if I get a loan, the interest rate's the same. The payment goes up by an extra $100 a month, and it's only 5 years versus the 25 years it's going to take me to pay off one of the cards. So I'm thinking to fix my credit, because I'm at a fair level right now, but I've had to spend quite a bit in the last 6 months to keep things moving.
Right.
My intent was at the end of Q2, I was going to, and taking the proceeds from Q4 in July, when my CD is coming up, I can take that money and just pay it on the card on the rewards part. So I was thinking, now with this whole virus thing, now I got to reprogram myself to use that resource for another, now with the car taking a shit on me, I'm going to retire the car. The state's going to give me $1,500 for it.
You might be able
to I get something else. My wife's like, well, get another $1,000 car. I'm like, no, we're going to inherit someone else's problem, just like this one.
Right.
So,
And if you're
I'm
not,
going to try to work it out.
if you're not mechanically inclined, you won't, and
I got her. She's got a lot of blood and skin under that hood for me.
Yeah, same with.
I know what the problem is. I just don't know if every time I try to get her right, it's something new.
I got 2 homes here, and I was living in this one at first, and the old guy died beside me, and that one was a little bit better shape and had an extra bedroom, so we decided to move over there. And then this was kind of like my man cave. I had a guy renting it, but he was here for about 3 months, and then his wife went after him for child support, and then that did it. He couldn't pay his rent, and I knew the guy, my friend and shit, but the rent was $125 a week, and he couldn't even come up with that. And I'm like, oh my God, Mark, I was like, I hate to do this to you, but you ain't paid your rent, and you're sitting on the porch over there drinking 12-pack every night. Kind of pisses me off. You're not even trying, So I ended up booting him out, and I had another renter come in. They screwed me. It took me 8 months to get him out. And I said, that's it, no more renters. So that's when I made this into a man cave in my eBay business. That's when I started right in, and I got a barn out back, which has got more floor space than this house, but and I just need some repair, but. And that house over there is all paid for. I only owe about $12,000 on this one. So, plus we just bought a brand new car, and I did that for my wife because she's faithfully worked every day. We've been together, and she's been driving around a piece of shit. And I said, it was time, and went down and bought her a brand new Encore.
There you go.
Payment $500 a month.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a car. It's a great deal for a warehouse, but a lot of money for a car.
Yeah, well, I've already my house payment is half of that, $250 or something like that, $240.
Yeah,
I bought the places cheap, $30,000. So,
Shit, I wish I could buy a house for $30,000.
They're out there. We just gotta really beat the bush.
Yeah, not in my neck of the woods, friend.
Not out there.
A dump here is like $565 for a dump. It may not even have a front door, and they call it a fixer. It's crazy, insane what these.
I wish I could get that. I'd jump right on it.
Yeah.
It's a small little place. It's 1,500 square feet. It's not huge. But
I'm coming to Vermont.
Come on out.
Yeah. I thought you were coming to North Carolina.
I'm gonna pay a visit to you for sure.
Cheaper down there too.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm itching to buy a piece of parcel or something just to give something back to my kids.
I had a friend of mine bought a house down there in Virginia or someplace down that way. They only paid about $50,000.
Jeez.
House, garage, everything. The only problem they had was the colored people down there were really mean, and they were from the north. And it didn't play very good, I guess. And they ended up coming back, but
swimming in a pool of sketty.
That's why I'm thinking that it's going to be one of my things I'm going to do when we take advantage of this market, because I don't want to sit back in 5 years, if that be the case, and I'm still here, and look back and go, shit, I should have bought that stock, or
Should have bought that.
I look back when I had my first house and I sold it, and I'm thinking if I had kept it, I would have made an additional $150,000 to $200,000 on top of what I made on that first 12 months I sold it.
How much should I put this National Geographic set for, the Chinese one? I don't know what to put it for.
Is there anything similar on there that?
Nothing. Not on Google. Nothing. It is 100.
The magazines?
Huh?
Oh, the DVD.
Is it
the DVD?
It's completely Chinese. Like, it literally has Chinese all around the back, even on the bottom. It looks like it literally came from China.
Huh.
I can't find a thing about it. Like,
where did you pick that up at?
In a barn that I cleaned out of a collector.
Huh.
What year is that? Does it have a year?
How are you even looking it up if it's all written in Chinese, bro? The UPC?
I've tried. No. I can't. I can't find a thing. I've looked up everything. I've translated everything. I've taken a picture of it and tried to get Google it's literally hardly any use.
Well, for one thing, the rule of the thumb is if it's one of a kind and you can't find it, the price can go anywhere. So a lot of the guys that do this, they put a fairly outrageous steep price on it. So I would say probably put $150 on it and put best offer. How much you got into it? You just have a clean out.
Hardly anything.
If somebody offers you $45 or $50 for it, see you later, man. You know? That's how I would do it. It's hard to say what it's worth because if you find nothing to base it on, you know.
Well, I'm gonna throw something at you real quick, just something to chew on, and I might be out of my league on this, but Brandon, you work in the flea market arena. Yeah. And you know different cultures have different ways of spending their money.
Yeah.
And there's two particular cultures, and one of them being related to that DVD. And I can think of another one, and they're hagglers, and they're very, very stingy with their money. So I don't know if you ask for a high price for that, you might not even get it. It'll have to be somebody who can speak multiple language and appreciate the culture of that.
Right.
I don't think a Chinese person is going to want to. No, don't hold me to this. I could be wrong, but based on my own experiences, I don't see somebody paying heavy coin who speaks that natively. If I could be politically correct,
well,
just saying.
If it was the art of the deal, maybe, you know. But it's hard to tell. I would go fairly high.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point. Green Mountain, you do got a point on that.
But you know,
and then just take the best offer on it.
And take a best offer.
How would he even list it? I mean, you have to do the translation and do your title on that, brand. But I mean, I don't know. You're gonna have to put it online just to see if it moves or it gets views. See if it gets any views.
Right. Yeah.
Find something similar to it and find out.
National Geographic on what?
I don't know. Like, I can't remember what it is, but honestly, I'm just going to list it pretty basically. Like, I found another one.
Maybe you should watch it, dude. Maybe you should watch it.
You found another one, what?
National Geographic. And I love, like, so when I was in Japan, they would do things like that. They would just say, like, they'd say, like, oh, sugoi, I forget how to say certain things, but anyway, they would say something like Japanese, and then they'd say National Geographic, and then they keep on like,
Is it
the Spanish language?
They'll say in like Japanese, like we now present to you, and then they say National Geographic.
Yeah. Mexican language is the same thing. They'll say it in Spanish or Mexican, and then they'll use the English language, and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, you just told me you just did." So. Certain things don't have translation.
Well, National Geographic. Well, the only thing I can say is try to find some other DVDs with National Geographic.
Yeah. I found
you found one?
One Chinese DVD, and that's what I used to base the draft off of.
$16, $30, or
I'm gonna go back. I can't remember how much it was.
could
I'm
find,
gonna get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
if you could find a price point, I would go $20 over what you think it is, and then put best offer. If it's something somebody wants.
All right, so here we go. This is a this is
That $48 or something, or $18?
This is a single movie. This is the only one I could find. That's and it's I don't yeah, actually it is made by the same company. It has no, that is a different logo. So it has a different logo company on there. But that is one. This has 25 discs.
That has one. You got 25 disc in that set. What is the price there? I can't really see it.
$49.99
for that one, huh?
So,
well, can't really see how many views are on it, but
yeah, you can't. That's the only one available. Actually, no. Here we go. National Geographic Mysteries Underground Used Chinese. So yeah, this is like the full collection. This might have some value. Like, let me see. There's no sold ones, Chinese. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to waste any more time on it. I'll just post it and I'll forget about it. And then I'll look at it later on and see how many views it got, or maybe I'll revise it. Maybe
well, make sure you make it very plain. There's 25 discs, blah, 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 you know, and they're on there for $49 for one, right?
Yeah.
So I'd probably put $300 on it. That's up and let it sit.
Put what on it?
You never know.
I was going to put for 150.
Has it been open?
Yeah, it's definitely
open. Open it up and take a picture of each of the one of the disc.
Yeah.
You know, and do all that happy crap. Front and back, or what you can, you know. Or lay them all on a nice table and show them up, and then they can bring it up and look at them individually, back side, front side, and then put them all back in the box, and you might be surprised. You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
If you ain't got a dime into it,
yeah, I don't got anything into it.
let's sit and forget it. Might be able to get moving on Amazon. Oh yeah, we can move that. Now you won't be able to move that on Amazon if you're not already in the boat. Generally, stuff on Amazon goes for about 20% cheaper than what you can get it on eBay for. You know, generally.
Right.
Now I got them, like some of these vinyl that I have. Some of them are they're Spanish. Some of them are, you know, all kinds of stuff. And if I run across something that I don't know what it is and I can't really find it, I automatically mark it $24.95 best offer.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, I ain't got nothing into it. I got 25 cents in it. You know. And I just go with that. Just leave it listed. Forget about it. You know?
Yeah.
And then usually about a year later or something, it'll probably sell. You know, somebody looking for that one, or somebody goes into my store and rolls through that shit and they say, oh, I don't have that one in my collection. You know? So, because there's collectors out there, you know, for everything. Right now is going to be kind of a rough time. This time of year anyways, after Christmas, going into spring, sales on, as long as I've been doing it, sales seem to drop. And then it dies out a little bit in the summertime. You know, you still get sales of this and that. So you have to change what you're selling as you go through the times of the summer and the years and the spring and all that.
Right.
You know, and it's all about the metrics of it, what people are looking for at that certain time of the year. Antiques is one of the things that always sells. It'll either sell or it won't, you know, if somebody's looking for it. Coins, like military coins and stuff and medallions and shit like that. This is fine. You know, them are collector's items that generally go, you know, like that DVD. You never know. You know, it might sit there and you might end up getting pissed off looking at it and throw it in the rubbish. You know, or put it on the flea market table or something. Sell it for $5. You don't care. You ain't got nothing into it. You know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave it. I wouldn't waste my time with it too much. I'd put a fair price on it or a good price on it and see if they bite. And if they do, they do. After 6 months, you'll know. You know.
You know what you need to do is open it up to the world international on eBay.
Right.
Not nationally.
Yeah. Well, I sell all my stuff internationally. Everything is international.
Are you gonna do Russia?
I've shipped to Russia. I've shipped to Australia. I've shipped to China. I've shipped all over. I've gotten burnt too once or twice, but that's the way it goes.
I looked at Australia's little sheet for the post office, and they got a lot of restrictions.
Right. I shipped to the UK. I've shipped to Canada. The only place I had a hard time shipping to is Brazil.
Brazil?
Yes. Brazil can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they're very strict too.
It's something to do with eBay and all that. They ain't connected, and their postal don't jive with ours.
Yeah, there's no tracking once it gets into the country.
Well, I've had to ship stuff without tracking, and I usually stay in touch with the customer. You know, please let me know when it arrives or whatever. And most of them are pretty good.
That's one of the things that scared me about selling on Amazon.mx for Mexico.
Yeah.
Like there's products up here that we could sell to them that they would probably pay for in higher financial demographics. But the fact that once it gets past that border and starts heading towards the destination, there's no guarantee with that postal service down there.
Right. And a lot of that, you're almost better off not to sell it to them.
Yeah.
And bite the bullet if you have to, you know. Because I've had guys that I weren't selling to Brazil, you know, I had that off my list, but I'd have people email me that wanted to buy it, and you know, how can we set this up, you know? And I was like, wow, and I did, I've done it, you know, and figured it out. Because your global shipping thing doesn't work all the time, you know. Doing global shipping with eBay. You know, sometimes you have to step out of global shipping and do it manually yourself, you know. But it's the paperwork part. It's a pain in the ass. Go down there, and the little girl's at the post office. She's always, we got to sign this, and you got to put that in, and this needs a number here, and I'm like, what the hell? Because every area has a shipping code, you know.
So how long you been selling?
Probably, well, we've been in here.
I mean, you got a pretty good grandfathered account with eBay.
I heard. Yeah, I do.
I mean, to have, what'd you say, 10,000 listings?
I can list. Yep.
Man.
I can list all I want if I want to pay for it. You know, but I got 10,000 free listings.
Probably get. How many is that a month that you get for free?
10,000.
Wow.
And that all came to me all of a sudden. I didn't really earn it. I was just stayed in the club, paid my bill.
Yeah. You got grandfathered in for sure, brother.
I think the most I've ever had on there on eBay, I think the most I've ever had on there is 250, 300, because you start getting into too much of that.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to try to, unless you tear the walls down and have a warehouse where you can make rows and rows and rows of stuff and have it alphabetically set up and set up just right. So when that number comes in, you walk right down that aisle and there it is. You pull it off the shelf and bang. But when you're living in a house and you're trying to do that, you're going to have to knock walls out,
Yeah.
And
right. Yeah, it gets tough because I'm outgrowing my garage. That's for sure.
Right. Well,
I need to have one of those warehouse deals that Brandon's got. I need.
Right. If you have a warehouse like what he's got, you take the time, you set it up, and you do everything in order.
Yep.
Right down the line, you get your shelving in, and you work with your shelving. Okay, I got. Let's say I got vinyl here, and I got DVDs here, and I got toys here, and games over there. Whatever I'm selling. If you have an area where I sold that drill, and then that'll be in the, all that. You go where it is. When you get in this type of thing, you get to a point where, oh my freaking God, where did I put that? I know it's in there.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
I always put 2 days selling time on everything, shipping time, at least 2 days, because I fall into that trap where, oh crap, where did I put it? Did I move it? I don't see it. Here we go, pulling boxes out. Hard through crap, and then by the second day, I find it. Phew. If I don't find it, then it's.
I've panicked a few times where I couldn't find an item that was small, and I was like, I just saw that, and I went through it with some hearing aid batteries I sold on Tuesday or Monday, and I was like, I remember seeing it, but then I also was playing that mind game. And I was thinking, oh man, I had a bunch of them that were outdated, and I donated them. And I'm thinking, I hope I didn't donate the one I just sold.
I've been there. Or you sold something else, but you moved stuff around to get to that one that you sold, and then you sold something else that you moved, that you knew where it was before.
Yeah.
But now you don't. Or you got little kids that come in. And when you're not looking and you're not aware of it, and they see and move stuff around,
I got other ones that like to.
Oh, look at that! That's cool, Dad. Oh yeah, sure. I'll take it over there in the other room.
I got little ones that do that.
So, I got a bunch of little Barbie dolls, and they're all brand new in the packet, and I haven't listed them. I just put them away because some of that stuff, sometimes you're better off just put it away for a year or two and then take it back out, and then list it when they've kind of been forgotten about. And well, I got a 6-year-old and she walks by that box all the time. She pulls them out. The other day she came over, she was like 4 of them, and she had 4 of them in her hand, little tiny dolls all in the plastic thing, and they're not worth a lot of money. They're worth maybe $12 a piece, and on eBay or Amazon. He goes, what are you gonna do with these, Dad? I said, oh my God. I said, you really want one, don't you? Yeah. I said, well, why don't you just pick one? Well, that's all it took. She picked one. It hasn't bothered me at that.
Yeah, I had to go. Was it yesterday or Monday? I had to go to CVS because my 4-year-old is having a birthday soon. And she's like, Dad, I want LOL dolls. So while everyone's shopping for water and toilet paper and all the essentials,
you want to deal with go through the doll aisle, right?
I'm in the doll aisle looking for LOL dolls. I bought all of them. Well, there was only 6 in a box, so I bought 2 packages worth. To come home to bring the think and to find out that it's just candy and the dolls aren't even in there.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. But I had bought some previously that are down here that I was going to give to her for Easter, but those are going to be for her birthday.
Well, I got into my, well, I got a bunch of them right there. I haven't even listed them. There's a whole stack. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right over there on that wall right there, there's a whole stack of games and stuff. There's nothing there listed. So my second middle daughter, she's into this. I mean, a lot of those games ain't even open. And the little shit, she'll come in here, and I didn't know I was busy. Oh, it was during the time I had my heart attack, and I was laying around over at the house and taking life easy because I was so messed up. And she come over here, and she opened up about 4 of them babies, got into them, pieces everywhere. I said, what? I mean, like, I said, I wouldn't mind if you play them, but you gotta, there's some of them that were open, I said, I don't mind if you get into them, you want to play them, that's fine, but don't throw all everything everywhere, She didn't open the ones that had cellophane on them, but she found some that she wanted to open and had. Oh my God, what a nightmare.
Huh.
And those are hard to sell on Amazon. It's like they messed the Amazon right up. They need to like drop all the restrictions so people could sell. It's so sick the way they do it. They would make more money if they took that restriction off. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you make it harder for people to sell an item on your store?
There's so many counterfeits that are out there.
Oh, Milton Bradley is Milton Bradley. I mean,
yeah,
they gotta scan them. You scan them, and they come up with a number, and the thing comes up, and I'm like,
but the Black Hat Mafia is gonna make a duplicate, set it up on Amazon and sell it to the customer. The customer's gonna have to deal with the return. Call Amazon and complain about it. Amazon doesn't want to deal with all the complaints. That's why they make it harder.
Yeah, but how many are really duplicated? Really?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people selling legit stuff on the platform now, and competitors.
It's not just that. So
the competitors are filing claims too now. Exactly,
because you got to think. These companies come out with these rules saying like, okay, well, we're going to warranty your item, free a replacement for X amount of time, right?
Right.
But the thing is, if you're selling something that's been let's just say you're just a terrible seller, and it's just been sitting in like a moldy barn for like 20 years, but it has like but it's been, or not even 20 years, it's been sitting there for like a month, and it's just like in a moldy barn, it's electronics or something, and it gets corrosion on there, and then when they get it, it doesn't work, and then they get those returns. I'm just saying stuff like that is one of the reasons why, because there was a lot of what's it called? There was a lot of like returns for these big companies, so they were like, hey, we're not letting people do that anymore because Amazon's such a huge company, they're able to have that influence.
Right. So
I mean, I get it, but it does suck.
Right. Well, some of it's unnecessary. It really is. Like the DVD thing.
Yeah, that's a little silly.
Yeah, I mean, back when because I'm not even allowed to sell them, but you could before, but you had to be in the price bracket. If you had a DVD and you were overcharging for it, versus most of them are selling for, say, $19.99, and you're asking $32 for yours. Amazon spanked your ass for that shit. They just do. They did. I didn't do that, but I try to price market my stuff in a marketable way, so that it would be sold. Now on the vinyl, they don't even care.
Yeah, because they don't make it anymore.
Right.
I mean, they do, but those UPCs are, yeah. That's, I don't know. Same with cassette tapes. Pisses me off.
Right, and you put it like the albums. They don't even care. You could have a $5 album and ask $90 for it, and they don't say a fucking word.
That's what pisses me off. They were talking about vintage shirts last night. Well, not last night, but a couple nights ago. And it's like you could ask for a concert shirt, and I get it. Like if you back in the 70s or 80s, 90s, or even 10 years ago, if you went to a concert, and let's say you went to a Nirvana concert, obviously they're not around anymore, and you spent $25 on a concert shirt, single stitch, coming from the 90s, that thing's worth a lot of money, right? But here's the thing, like they're not cracking down on that because the word vintage. So I was wondering about that the other day. I was like, there's so much price gouging. Like today, I went to the local market. They wanted $6.99 for a 10-pound bag of potatoes. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do away with potatoes for a while until they go back on sale because we're used to buying them for $1 for 5-pound bags. So
right, yeah.
I was like, they're gouging everything.
We got potato farms up here. Certain times of the year, you could go buy a 50-pound bag of potatoes for $6.
Yeah.
At the potato farm.
I remember we have that same here with avocados because we produce a lot of avocados. So they're relatively inexpensive here. Until recently, they're like $2 for an avocado now.
I don't really eat them.
Getting crazy. Well, they're going to get worse.
My wife went down, and because of my heart problem, I've got baby aspirin I take, but I do better on the stronger aspirins. So I buy the 325 bears, and I feel fine.
Yeah.
If I just take the bear aspirin, I have little episodes, and I'm not. My chest gets uncomfortable and stuff. So she went down, and she can't take Tylenol and stuff. So she takes ibuprofen. $18 for a 100 count of ibuprofen.
Wow.
$13 for bear aspirin. I'm like,
I just was at the Vons. Yeah, I was just at the Vons today to get some supplies, and they had a clearance aisle that I hit at the grocery store, and I picked up the whole box of the little capsules of ibuprofen, 20 tablets per.
Yeah.
They had them 50% off, so they would have costed me probably $3 a container, and I was going to buy them all just because it's one of the things we should have in this time. And I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. And they still had a good life shelf on them. But they were cheap. I got my paper gold right here.
How long have you been selling, Brandon?
I've been on eBay for about 1.5 years now, but I've been selling since I was like 14.
Yeah.
He sells hot dogs.
Yeah.
You got an ice cream stand?
Yeah. He sells lemonade. Lemonade and hot dogs.
Yeah. That's my number one customer right there.
That one right down there?
That one right down there.
Only on a Friday night, baby. Only on a Friday night. You'd be so lucky.
We got 4 people in here.
Who's Valmouth still in here?
Probably.
Either that, they're all asleep. Is that
they're all asleep
counting us or what?
I'm gonna get off here pretty soon.
Well, it's got to be 1 o'clock there, right?
Yeah.
It's the first time I've been online in a long time. I'm having a hell of a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't believe that whole deal. And then pills. I'm like, are you crazy? That's crazy, you know?
Over here, all right here. All the the shakes are there, and then the sodas and whatnot. That stuff's not going to be there.
Getting your pantry already?
Yeah, my overflow. I got a pantry inside, but this is the overflow area. Trying to get it all kind of like centralized. And make it more functional.
Well, I think you're going to have a lot more people coming online and visiting and doing things and getting involved and, you know, making YouTube videos or whatever they're going to do. And
yeah, there's going to be a surge.
Yeah.
There's going to be a huge surge because people are going to try to think of ways of making money. And they're going to think, oh, I can just jump on Amazon or I can just jump on YouTube and do it. And they're going to realize it's not that easy. They're going to be disappointed relatively quick.
Yeah, this is the time right now for somebody to start doing like lessons, drawing people in, run a little ad, get people to line up, you know, people that don't know how to do it, that want to learn and be able to sit down with somebody that has done it, at least get them started in the right direction on how to get their account started up and stuff like that. If somebody had that without overcharging somebody, you know, a ridiculous price, because there is companies out there that want $1,500, $2,000 to train you how to do eBay, you know, and then but if you do it right and people pay for their lessons as they go, and then they get to the point where they can go on their own, they'll be happy. You know, a lot of it, people don't know how to get it started. They don't understand how to even get the basics started.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Open up an account.
Yeah,
there is YouTube videos on there, but they're they're buried in the hole down there. You know, they're old, and there's been a lot of things have changed. You know, if you had the capability to build a website and then be able to make courses on there that people can follow, you know, and pay into them so much a month, $29.95 a month or something for a year and a half or 2 years to have everything down, you know, step by step, and how to get their business licenses and all that, you know, for those that want to go that far, you know.
I think I'm going to make videos on how to cook eggs.
There you go. There's all kinds of ways. I like mine scrambled, actually.
Yeah, right? Like, that's one of the things I'm going to tell my daughters when they decide to pick a man of choice. I'll be like, you know what, listen, or a woman of choice. I mean, I'm open either way, whatever they decide. But I'm going to like, your partner in life needs to be able to do several things. And one of them is to cook an egg. They need to do it 3 ways.
I prefer them do the traditional thing, but
yeah, but you know, as long as it makes them happy though, because I got 4 girls I got to look after. But yeah, they need to be able to cook an egg 3 ways, and if they can't do it by your choice, they can't be around you. Brandon looks a little tired there. He's doing the head shake.
No, my neck hurts.
Oh, that's from all those hot dogs you've been eating.
Yeah, and the thing is, my knees hurt too, so that does make sense.
Yeah, they're probably a little red, a little rashy from the carpet. Big star, you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, Brandon, you about ready to head out or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of work to do yet, Phil. So.
Yeah, I gotta get some sleep. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll probably just spend some time with Josie, and
I'm actually looking forward to this time. I mean, I'm sad and I'm extremely stressed and depressed about it all. But you know, I'm still smiling about it because I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit done.
Yeah, sometimes things like that can just be super.
It's refreshing, dude. It really is.
Like almost, well, it's a motivation. We got to get motivated, and everybody's got to get together and motivate each other. And then, you know, you're going to run across people that are going to be down and out and not confused and all this, but you just got to lift them up, you know?
Yeah. The only thing I really worry about is I got to entertain the little ones because they're a little tight around the axle. But the fact that I can actually get up in the morning now and I can work on me, I can work on my family, I can work on my house, and all the shit that's outside that's going on, everyone else can suck my big fat toe.
Right.
I'm going to work on me.
Right. Exactly.
So
just go out when you need to, because this whole ripping off and cleaning out Walmart, that's going to stop. Right now, everybody is, we're going to leave that. They're out there buying butcher.
Yeah, everyone all of a sudden became a prepper. There's more preppers now in America than there's ever been. That's good though, you know.
It's good in some ways, you know. People need to be prepared, and maybe a wake up call to everybody, and they say, you know,
I mean, a couple years back, our electricity went out, and everybody was frantic, like, I can't go to the ATM and take any money out because it's not working. You know. So
well, you also need to learn. People need to learn the basics. Now, you know, if you ain't going to be able to get bread for some reason, you need to be able to store and be able to store flour and the things that you need properly, so bugs don't get in it and all this and that. You know, in containers that will be sealed.
I went to the aisle tonight. And here's the ironic thing to that is I went to the bread aisle and I knew I was going to be disappointed. I wanted to see if there was any pastries that I could snack for tomorrow. But I immediately went to the baking aisle and I grabbed flour. And lo and behold, someone put a French loaf of bread in the aisle with the flour. And I thought, well, shit, that was fast. But yeah, I grabbed flour, baking soda, sugar. And eggs. I'm good, man. I'm ready to rock and roll with some homemade bread.
Right.
I have to.
Yeah. And there's all kinds of recipes online. And if you ain't got a Betty Crocker book, you know, you can do it. It's not that hard. It ain't much different than making pancakes, you know. You put this and that, and that, and a few other things, and beat the hell out of it, and let it set, and make sure you got yeast. You need some of that.
Yeah, I gotta get some. I couldn't find anything.
And then, good homemade bread is nice. Really, I love the smell of it.
Jimmy Lobster.
I love this. What's that?
I said that sounded like a stripper I met.
Yeast.
And beating the hell
out of it.
That's terrible.
I was thinking that's what I was waiting for you to say. I was like, he didn't even step on that one.
I've never went to the titty bars in my life ever, not once. But I dated a stripper, and she was a black girl, and I'm a white guy living in New England, way up in the boonies, and there's no black girls up here. There ain't. And I was in Hanover, New Hampshire, and I happened to meet this black girl, and she fell right in love with me, I thought. And so we went dating. I had a big Dodge F-250, and it was set right up, great big tires on it and everything. My father's, he's a little guy, I'm little too. My father's a little guy, and I pulled up in the driveway, and she was sitting right beside me. It had a bench seat in it, and she was sitting right beside me. She was black as spade, and he walked around inside the truck, and he's looking up the truck. Hey, Gab. Well, he used to call me Gab. That was my nickname. He said, Gab, how you doing? He saw her, and all he could see was her white teeth and her big eyes. She was looking over my shoulder. He stopped right. He took about 3 steps back.
How times have changed, dude.
And he goes, "How you there? What you doing?" He said. He didn't know what.
Oh my Lord, we're going to hell.
So I took her home. I went back up there to see the old man there. A couple of days later, he goes, "Who the hell was that in the car?" He said, "In the truck." He said. I said, "That's my girlfriend." He says, "Jesus, you scared the shit out of me. All I saw was them white teeth." He said. Well, she was pretty, but you know, she had a set of hooters on her that kill most men. And yeah, that was fun. It smelled killed my old
now, though.
He was about 70 then, you know, it about knocked him right over. Yeah. We didn't go out long.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna shut it down, but yeah, you're welcome to come back next time I have a live, and we can talk about Lobster's old stories of him and some of the ladies he's been with, and some of the men he's been with, So
Anyway,
anyway,
I'll have to put you on my list.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just subscribed to you.
You did to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that blood type. Thanks for sharing that with me. That's
I just caught a little bit of that, and I don't really know for sure, but there was a blood.
I'm gonna look into it. I'm actually gonna research that.
Also stands a reason too, because years ago I went to a doctor and he was telling me that people need to understand what their blood types are, because certain blood types should only eat certain types of food. And if they're not eating the right type of foods, they can have issues, And
Brandon, what type are you, Brandon?
You probably don't even know. Most people don't.
I don't. I really don't.
How do you not know? It's on your dog tags.
They keep our dog tags. They only give them to us when we deploy.
What?
Yeah.
You should be able to talk to your doctor. He'll know anyway.
I could ask Siri. Siri probably knows.
I'm pretty sure I'm AV.
Yeah.
That's the most common one.
Siri's been listening enough.
I have a thing on my computer. I think it's called Cortina or something like that.
Cortana.
It's on Google. It's on my HP or whatever. I asked her yesterday if she was related to Corona.
Well,
she pulled up a definition of Corona Wikipedia.
Wow, I heard a good one the other day.
It had to do with beer.
The girl told me, she says, ain't gonna be long. She says if ticks are gonna be out, we'll be putting lime in our Corona. Lyme disease.
Okay. I guess we'll
all right, Brennan.
go ahead and say goodbye. There's 3 people here, so goodbye to all you all, and everyone.
And all falling asleep.
Yeah, everyone have a good night.
All right, brother. Well,
I'm gonna
Thanks
go.
for coming on, y'all.
Yeah. Take care.
Nice talking to you guys.
Take care, Green Mountain.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks for the info, man. All right, take care.
You gotta get out now.